What's up, everybody? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome back to another episode of Bar Breakdown, where we break down the bars. So, today's a good episode. Let me tell you, we have Dvos going against Lotta Zay. So I'm sure everyone heard of Lotta Zay. Has a strong resume behind him. He did pretty well for himself in the KOTD tournament that went down. And then we got Dvos. Dvos is someone that just recently hit my radar, man. And let me tell you, I'm definitely gonna do my homework on this guy some more. I definitely want to see what else he has in store for himself in the future, because he's good at what he does. You know, the character he portrays, his persona on stage, the way he raps, his delivery. He's a very good character to watch, and to have the opportunity to go against someone like Lotta Zay. I think it was a good matchup, man, and definitely a well-deserved one. And we're on a Universal Battle Realm. Chilla Jones was hosting this one, and actually DeVos is now part of the staff on that league. So there's a connect right there. You want to get yourself involved with another league, tap in. But yeah, I want to get right into this. But before we do, man, you see, I got the handkerchief on, man. This is shout out to Dvos, man. This guy, the whole battle, he was dappered down, man. So I'm gonna do this with sunglasses. I feel like I gotta have some style with it too. So let's get into it. We got Lotta Zay going first versus Dvos on on UBR.
Hear me through. They do. Till they get face to face with me in the cage and they can barely move. Me scared of who? Gonna let this white man put hands on me? I ain't Terry Crews.
Okay.
Let's go, Lance.
ABQ. I got family in this motherfucker. All they want to know is what I want to get into. After we might go Jackson later, he got shit confused. It doesn't matter if you black or white. So what I'm about to get into, I'm gonna butt in with the nose. You get your wig twisted and skewed. Cindy Lou. But anywho, let me get back to shooting rappers like Hype and Benny Boom. That door in Rio Rancho, I'm kicking through with a stick, chicken boom. Now Dvos broken up on the floor like Q and Bishop fighting in the living room.
Q and Bishop from Juice, they got to the fight in the living room. There was that scene where they had that small scuffle. It was pretty short, but they knocked the vase over, so Dvos hitting the floor like Q and Bishop fighting in the living room. Let's go.
I don't want to get into your class, clown. Bad. I gotta take him out. It's the principal. You ain't invincible, white boy. What's with all that thugging? You gonna get your jaw cracked, youngin'. I have nurses serving this cracker with soup like an upset stomach.
Crackers and soup like an upset stomach.
I'm ready to gut check something. I bet this kid will change his tone of voice if I push that button like Home Alone. Talk, boy, you got one deck coming.
Okay.
I cut next. It's a blade with a blunt edge dug in. A hacksaw. Matter of fact, no. If the one tap bustin', I'm Jeff Goldblum in a fly. If I want cash, run it. Cause if I get to step into the machine, I'ma come back bugging. Fuck it.
Okay. Is that the fly?
The bars think his bars got him on the run. The bars think he think his bars got him on the run. That does it. You think your bars got you on the run? You can have it.
Make some noise, y'all.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go. Switch it.
But I said yo! Lotta, don't you dare fucking lose to me. If I can beat your ass, what good was this opportunity? What good was this opportunity? You accepting ain't a blessing. I was cool with who the op used to be, but now Lotta Zay get a plotted grave and I get paid to write the eulogy. Truthfully, who think this op a challenge? Zay old, you ain't showing. You know Doc Manhattan, particle beam, aimed at him. He don't think this caliber to the toy, talk to the kid like Hobbs and Calvin. And I will try and frame a murder on your goofy ass, Roger Rabbit.
Okay.
They won't give me.
He said, "Draw and frame a murder on your goofy ass like Roger Rabbit." That was dope.
Gas money even when I'm probably asking, so I put in a couple bucks to lift the pump and let it take your top off. A gallon. He won't think I'm clowning, but I wish I ain't throw as many nickels in the river as I've tossed in fountains. But now, if I do a bid for a piece, it's at auction houses. We are not in the same boat.
Let's go. Stunting on him a little bit.
And now, if I do a bid for a piece, it's at auction houses. We are not in the same boat. I'm about to beat him clear and sail. Y'all got lot discounted. Lately, you bring 2 verses to float on like Modest Mouse did. So before you pay him,
look, this is why he stands out, man. Not just like the image, like I said, he could rap too, man. What he said, I'm about to beat him clear and sail. Lately, you bring 2 verses to float on like Modest Mouse did. That song, well, Modest Mouse, if you hear it, they got that song Float On. If you hear it, I'm sure y'all know it's on the radio. But in that song, if you look up the lyrics, there's only 2 verses with, a couple bridges in between and a hook, but there's 2 verses. So that was kind of dope how he brought that in. You had to think about that one. I had to look that one up too. Like, but it's just the layers that he throws in that he throws in these rounds. It's crazy.
Wait, LBS ain't worth the poundage. Yo, because before you pay him money, wait, LBS ain't worth the poundage. But you were brought here and no one asked for you like pasta salad.
That shit sucks.
Nah, man. You can't do that to pasta salad, bro. No way.
Pasta salad.
I'm sorry.
I don't agree with that.
I eat that shit, I'm sorry.
It's spaghetti.
Tell it.
Fuck discussing what our common ground is. They put your whole legacy
Hold it down. Shut up.
Shut up.
Fuck discussing what our common ground is. They put your whole legacy versus my neurochemistry. We not in balance. I don't gotta take Zay's style. I got a lot of talent. It's how I stole your lady. Watch her vanish. Postal service, how I handled that shit. Cause as soon as she said a box was fragile, I dropped the package.
Fuck your bitch.
Okay.
I dropped the package. I'm laughing. There's a lot of claim to be fucking bitches, but he used to betrayal. Can't keep that same energy. Gotta do what you enable. When to tag team your lady, she was acting loose and playful. Had balls swinging and bolts into that bitch like a Newton's cradle. I came to track you, Lotta Zay.
Newton's cradle. That's the thing with the balls that sling back and forth. That you see it on people's desks. Let's go.
Parking lot, fuck if he sees it, don't get it twisted. Z can catch these clove-fist if you're on sucker shit and leave with garlic knots on his top. He should record at the gun singing lollipop.
Okay.
Yo, come on now. Garlic knots. Yo, garlic knots on his top. He should record at the gun singing lollipop. Or the drummer rolling stones out. Charlie Watts said you a different kind of animal. No, you not. But
Charlie Watts was the drummer of Rolling Stones.
you would make an exception because you wild pussy Ocelot.
Ocelot's a wild cat. It looks like a leopard or a cheetah. It's like a wild cat. That's fire. Ocelot.
Capiche.
This is short.
Let's go.
This is short of me. This is short of me. I could kill you short and sweet. But even as an angel like Jumpman for his wings like Jordan 3s, after I aim it and blast it, battle bars how I'm making him cat shit. No necrophiliac, but he about to get laid in a casket.
Okay. No necrophilia. He's about to get laid in the casket.
About to get laid in the casket.
That's fine. Yeah, that was nice.
About to get laid in a casket. The gun name all reliable. My dependency, the remedy to erase him. I'm addicted to pill and caps. My scripts go on for pages. Even my 12-step programs are pistols at 6 paces. Face this.
Then maybe you could get rid of him.
Pistols, 6 paces. Face it. This match ain't lateral. Don't believe it? Watch, I'll take your shine down. Son, equate to me. You ain't seasoned op. Double Mossbergs. We'll make your breathing stop. When you get the 12 on both sides, like an equinox, you can't beat.
Okay.
I do science research for this guy too, man. And the equinox, it's like when like the day and the night are like on the exact same opposite cycle at like the 12 hours. I don't know. It's weird. You gotta look into it, but it's like 12 and 12, but it's like the same exact time, but at the opposite time or something weird like that. But yeah, that's fire though. 12 on each side, like an equinox.
Is that vodka? He's so hot. He's so
Let him rock.
Till you get the 12 on both sides like an equinox. You can't beat Dvos. Fuck whether or not Lotta believe me. I could even let my girl wage war, man. She'd slaughter him greasy, cause she ride with a Draco and a Mustang and a call it Khaleesi. See, this battle ain't going Lotta way. And everybody in the class can tell. Excuse my French, but at this event, I know the only bitch I'd leave Mademoiselle. I'd leave Mademoiselle, so
The only bitch I would leave Mademoiselle. Excuse my French. The only bitch I'll leave mad is Mademoiselle. Mad is Lotta with an L. You know what I'm saying? And then he said, excuse my French. French is a single. Madam. What is it? I can't even say the word sometimes. Mademoiselle. That's a French speaking single woman. So that's dope. That's dope.
fuck if you start shit. I got a short fuse for dog like I'm John Wick. Pimp his bitch like Penn and Teller. I will sell her as a bomb trick. Leave you blind, deaf, and dumb when I hit him with the trifecta, son. You will not be getting better. Beat him senseless till he starts to have respect for Helen Keller, or I'll treat him like a...
Nobody said that yet. Beat him senseless until you start to have respect for Helen Keller.
Beat him senseless.
Let's go.
Then what? I'm not done.
So I'm not done.
I beat him senseless till he starts to have respect for Helen Keller, or I treat him like a Middle Eastern refugee, have him seeking shelter, but if the beef fake what you hide for like cheap leather, I be better, son. Soul is useless, can't control my movements, inner demons on strike, that's an unholy union, it's violence. It's violence that I'm choosing, cause you mildly amusing. Had 8 years to get your game right. What's with the cyberpunk excuses? True shit.
That one hit, bro. I really like that one. Cyberpunk, that was a game that had like 8 years under development. When it came out, it was total trash. It was bad. Oh man, I hate Cyberpunk. I'll argue with anybody. Very, very terrible game, man. It sounded good, but yeah, that was dope. That was a reference to Cyberpunk. 8 years to get your game right.
If you thought I was being passive aggressive, you ain't grasping the message. I'll beat your ass in a second. I shouldn't have to bury fossils to make a lasting impression. But don't worry, I won't let those big bones go to waste. I will roast this old giant to the ozone decay. You weren't even a champion to claim reign in your home state. Why would David fear Goliath when he's a stone's throw away?
Okay. Round two. Lotta Zay.
I ain't worried about this fake ass confrontation. I'm a grown ass man. I'm more worried about grown ass niggas' issues and how I'm not complacent with how much diapers cost a week, y'all. It coincides with this and it got me thinking. It's time I get rid of this ass wiping here altogether like potty training. Presidential status. It's all I'm saying. Dates always left on book, right hand of God, inaugurations, talking shit.
Let's go.
Like free consultations. This between A and B, and to the gun button to the conversation. Marky's face it.
Let's go,
Niggas be saying some wild week. Marky's face it. Niggas be saying some wild weak Lotta Zay shit. Nothing original. If I was a white boy, I would say this. Natural skill. You cannot contain it. It's sort of like when Lot cooperates with cops in the interrogation.
Okay.
Is how I will use this snitch. Bars, he will not escape it. So in layman's, if he's saying he'll give you some type of conviction, it's because of Lotta statements.
Lot of statements.
Now that
All
shit
right.
was kind of hard. But Dvos wouldn't say
That
it.
witness shit.
So I gotta tell the boy holler. Show him the metal buck and a coin dollar. What you gonna get your
But okay, $20.
What you gonna get your black friends? We're all squatter. Now, what I get to clip and do, trigger you. More trauma. That's your karma. Boy, I'ma whip out the machine. Carvana. You don't want.
Whip out the machine, Carvana. You got the tower. It's like a little slot machine. You buy your cars. A vending machine.
You better avoid
Let's
drama.
go.
Cause this gonna press people like your forefathers.
Oppressed people. Okay.
Let's go.
You don't want nada.
go.
Whitney, I'm a beast. I write really good rap songs, and I can sing. Later, y'all should follow me. Really, Lot got flame tracks like Marty McFly leaving in the time machine.
Okay.
But that don't mean
Okay.
I won't pop the
Back to the
spring,
Future.
go behind his back, hit his friend. The Glock had a fling, and it's all. And it was all.
Talk.
And it was all a part of my evil plan. Get it? Now devise a scheme, and it was not a thing.
Okay. Evil plan. Devise a scream.
It
Devise.
was not a thing. I'm in a tournament of champions. And the irony, I'm here with a bitch in this room trying to escape death. But if I feel pressed, then the white boy get in the mill. Trust, it ain't a blank check. Bow, it's still loaded. It's still loaded.
Still loaded.
So is the ball. Bring it back. Preston Mill. Blank check. I just snapped the mean chin. The mean chin. I just snapped the mean chin. Bad guy. Whole time you gonna talk to a Mac. That shit'll fall to the ground and then crack. Your glass jaw. That shit'll fall to the ground and then crack. Glass jaw, get the mazel tov.
I like
All
that.
these rounds, my dog. That's 3 rounds. Then you eating straight soup without the matzo balls. I'm feeling very
Glass jaw. The mazel tov.
I'm feeling very Samuel. And coming to America in this early acting role when I pop it off. Who the fuck is this asshole? Oh, he don't get it. That's a semi and a mop involved, cause this,
Okay.
for this,
Coming to
you
America.
need bands on hand like lobster claws.
Let's go.
Cause after this, cause for this,
Yeah.
after you lose, I'm still
Monst-
gonna
yeah.
raise your stock up some more. Problem solved. You're welcome. You know, a lot of Jews can come from this Holocaust, but don't get
Jews. A lot of Jews. Holocaust. Then the lobster claw.
Don't get gas.
Pulling the money.
Don't get gas.
Don't get gas.
Don't
Holocaust.
get gas for you dead or murk. Think you an animal cracker? That baby chopper take your head off first. The letter. The baby chopper take your head off first. You've been let off, jerk, getting ripped off the mantle. Man, you follow me, you getting led by example. This is sample. Be on your shit tonight. This is sample. Be on your shit tonight. Lex Luthor, my bro, so you know I'll be at your kryptonite with a gun in your bitch chest.
Lex Luthor. I battle. Yep.
I'll be at your kryptonite with a gun in your bitch chest. As lit as a tick tonight. Try on this for size. Bullets off the wall like a ricochet. Then hit the vase.
Round 2. Bottom of round 2. Lotta had some good punches in there.
You said
rebuttal time.
Rebuttal.
You said Lex Luthor, your brother. Well, last month on iBattle, Jax did the same Preston water bar. And that's something you would have bit. So I guess now your name is Lotta. Unoriginal shit.
That's a rebuttal. Let's go.
I said, Lotta, what's your legacy? Gotta
check your resume. He lost to people at the peak, and the ones he beat now get more respect than Zay. Time for reflection. Deshaun Carter got a lot of flaws. Why would I need to accentuate? Besides, to list them all requires more time, and I have an extra pay. But your performance at the tournament should not have reached the populace.
KLTV
Lost
tournament.
to Chef and Riggs. Said the judges sleeping on this shit. So at least it's obvious we need to keep him off of Twitch, because no debating. This like rapping to a coma patient. I'm snapping just to see if he responds to it. But what's the good of keeping him alive if he can't keep a stream of consciousness? Yo. So quit talking.
That's fire. What's the point of keeping him on live if you can't keep a stream of consciousness? Snapping at a coma patient, but keeping a stream, you know what I'm saying? People want to, because it's on Twitch, so, you know, they got to watch him on the stream. You know, what's the point? That's crazy. He can't even keep people awake on the stream is what he's saying. That's crazy.
So quit talking as if your price rose. Stop. So quit talking as if your price rose. Stop. Road not hot. Danger zone showed the easy way to lower your stock. It's like he copped a new whip. We all know a Carter start depreciating after he drove off lot. That's why they gave this. That's why they gave a lad in the desert. That's why they gave this.
Nobody's ever bought a new whip.
Depreciation, yep.
That's a nasty.
Let him rap.
That's why they gave a lad in the desert a cat to cave in, hoping it'd be a test for me. But you're far too old to be this aggressive, Z. Plus, if your magic words can't access riches to grant you wishes, understand I don't give a damn what your old pen says of me. Man, Ronnie only booked this. Yo, this battle on.
The Aladdin bars, man. The way, you know, he was ready to rap when he starts going like this. That's when someone's like really about to rap. But yeah, man, I like that one part he had in that little Aladdin skit. Under the sand, his old pen says to me, "Open sesame." You know what I'm saying? You get your fortune from under the sand, if you understand. Open, your old pen says to me, "Open sesame." I like that. That was dope.
Only had because Ronnie found a better Zay than you and twice as near. So when Bingo craps on that opportunity, I appear. You gambling with your star power. Don't play with Dyson spheres. My craft mega structure.
Gambling with your star power. Don't play with dice and spears. And earlier he mentioned bingo and craps, dice and spears. Bingo, you got the little spears, you know, the little see-through chips that you slide over the numbers. That's dope. Craps, then you got the dice. That's, come on. You know what I'm saying? He has those layers in these rounds, man.
Y'all know that. That's awesome.
Let's go.
Yo, don't play with dice and spheres. My craft mega structured. Down to the pistol whip on your head a rupture. But you can still get the toast if you coming after my bread and butter. Motherfucker,
Toast, bread, and butter.
I received no handouts. Mine were never opened. Had them locked in tight fists. Years later, I'm waving a golden desi. I hustled hard to buy it, but you know what a grip like this caused? Arthritis. No, I'm an alcoholic. Arthritis. Other dudes in my class wanted to walk with giants, followed their footsteps, and got lost inside them. Man, that's basic. But if you lose, everybody in your city knows where the fault reside, like San Andreas. Cause you a plate on decline. Yo, San Andreas, cause you a plate on decline and been a known about issue. But if you slip and take this L, the A going down with you.
Okay.
Going down with you. So quit telling us how you gonna fuck us up bar for bar just to prove how hard you are. On this stage, you are brand new, being way too Lord Jamar to not get knocked out your Jakar Noir.
Brand Nubian, Lord Jamar. He's one of the rappers that was in the group.
You will fuck us up bar for bar just to prove how hard you are. On this stage, you are brand Nubian, way too Lord Jamar to not get knocked out your Jakar Noir. Carter, you are no different than the last 10. Someone tell me what he's worth without using the words back when.
Back when.
You battle rap for the last.
Let's go.
For the last decade, made 20 albums that made enough for a month of rent pay, trying to produce a movie. It's true, man.
It's true. 7 albums that only made enough money for one rent.
No one asked for in a culture that you helped raise, and now you getting ducked by local talent and battling no names. The fuck happened to Lotta Zay? Your portfolio says a story about the rise and fall of your stock. We can tell where your decline started and development stopped. Even now, he's trying to get a name for himself. Well, you gonna get that, chiseled in rock. I got proof you don't have what it takes to be one of the best of the game. Chilla Jones started years later and surpassed your place in the race. You share the same opponents, stages, moments. promotions. But his accolades overshadow any move that you made. Even tonight, he was the main event. You're another name on the page. Your stardom vanished so quickly, it didn't even get a chance to go fade. And now Lotta Zay is a legend because we need stories and faith just to believe you were great. Wow.
That's crazy.
So excuse me for the harsh terms that I put it in. Zay's J Electronica. Chill is Kendrick Lamar. It's what you are, what you could have been. Hold on, we gonna do this.
We gonna do this.
It's what you are, what you could have been. Len Bias, Michael Jordan. What you are, what you could have been. Kwame Brown, Shaquille O'Neal. What you are, what you could have been. Chilla Jones, real deal. What you are, what you could have been.
That's funny.
I said, I need y'all.
Let's
Len
go.
Bias, Michael Jordan. What you are, what you
Could have been.
Kwame Brown, Shaquille O'Neal. What you are,
What you could have been.
Chilla Jones, real deal. What you are,
What you could have been.
lost to time, greatest of it. What you are, what you could have been. Look at him.
Look at him.
Time, the bitch is dying, and if we define a legacy is what you leave behind, that's why he's in mine.
Legacy is what you leave behind. That's why he's in mine. Yo, that's fire.
Fuck whatever struggle you claim. On the stage there is no privilege. Fuck whatever struggle you claim. On this stage there is no privilege. Fuck where you came from. We ain't the same, bro. You ain't painting the whole image. I was raised in adobe walls. To this day it is no different. You jumped ship when your struggle changed. My city stayed the same. I think Zay really don't get it. Because adobe walls are proof you can make it out the mud and still feel at home in it. Time.
Okay. Okay. That was crazy. What you could have been.
White fucking clown don't run the town. Old dog keep talking. I'm son of Sam, hunt you down. Ready to body a couple, thinking they gonna pull up on lot and fuck around. How that sound? Even though it ain't a full fucking house, do you really believe when it comes to this lot? Do you truly believe with the kid that there's nothing to watch? Me neither. It's a bitch ass plight. Deliberate gibberish. Even I can admit that spite. But all that, the cheers show, doesn't take months to prove who's the boss. Let's get that right. I wonder, years later, will he get that nice? Let's go. Well, for your friends, I got big advice. A big sweeper like Sabrina, if you get that height. A deluxe apartment in the sky, big white light. You moving on up. Yeah. The Cosby, you ain't win that fight.
Let's go.
Your soul rose and family be with you in a different world.
Okay.
Why have you looking like Nick at night?
I hope y'all following along. I wanted to wait till the scheme ended to see if y'all caught it. He's doing a bunch of older shows, man. And I caught one now. I've seen this battle a few times, but I just caught the Wonder Years. You know what I'm saying? Wonder in Years. But yeah, he had all that. He had Cheers, Munstars, Who's the Boss? What else you got? Sabrina. He had the with that broom. He said something about a broom. Then he had Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. Moving on up with the Jeffersons. Somewhere in there, I think he added the Wonder Years bar. Actually, it might have been before that. But yeah, Cosby, Roseanne, Bewitched, Different Worlds, Nick at Night. So, I mean, there might have been 12, 13 maybe, references in there. That was a dope scheme. I like that.
I ain't gotta lift that pipe. I ain't gotta lift that pipe or get that knife. I could choke your throat till it's broke. Grip that tight. Yeah. Trying to get next to popping. Dick Van Dyke. Wait, let me flip that.
Dick Van Dyke, there's another one.
Hey, hold me down back there. Wait, that was fire. That was fire. Let me flip that twice.
That was.
I'm next to popping soda sweeper. Black on a white man if this bitch take flight. Nah. Go back to the earlier setup and skip that. Mix that. Yep. It's a quintuple. Because he also had a show on Nick at Night. I did that.
That's a fact.
But fuck trying to give back life. I don't think it's just that man's night. It's a fucking train wreck. But I'm more to smoke your headband tight. Let Bill him twice. lip land twice.
Mm-hmm.
Lip land twice. If he don't keep turning the other cheek like he can't get the 2K head scan right.
Okay. Did it scan your face when you create a player? Okay.
You goddamn right.
Bring it back down.
You goddamn right. That feeling you getting is a diabolical setup like a villain. So the plan Dvos, bullets going both ways, meaning they standing by. I kick through your door. I kick through your door. The pump, click, click. Only question is where you land, Dvos. Now, that was fire. Ain't never heard that one. That was fire. Now they understanding why. Now they understanding why. I gotta reroute that. My family from the city, they here and they out back, but it ain't about that. But if you doubt that,
Hold it down, please. Yo, respect the MC.
drink your beer, be quiet. My family here and they out back, but it ain't about that. But if you doubt that, I'm a half a shell on top of Dvos like fertilizing a house plant. No, you gonna get your mouth
Put the
smacked.
eggshells for
Cause you thought it
compost.
was all jokes, dude. He knew. My company filming a movie called One Nation. That's not old news. I went out of my own pocket, paid for locations, equipment, got a cast and a whole crew.
Yeah.
And you know I'm building it up from the ground, so I asked the coach for help so I can make more moves. But you know when you want something done, you gotta do it yourself.
That's a fact.
You know that's so true.
Yep.
But Gabe tried to make like that nobody supported the link. Made me think, what does he do that's so cool?
Talk about it.
And
Talk about it.
me, I know y'all wouldn't believe me unless I showed you. I ain't LinkedIn, but LinkedIn told me Gabriel works at Whole Foods.
Whole Foods. Oh, that's too much.
Gabriel works at Whole Foods.
Hold it down.
Okay.
Let me get some kale later.
Okay.
Oh, that's even
Hold it down. Bring it back.
Gabriel works at Whole Foods. Okay. Now I gotta show you. Cause I know it's easier to laugh at another motherfucker until it's on you. So, everybody join along in the game. It's time to coach, dude. After everything I say, I want y'all to say, Gabriel works at
Whole
Whole
Foods. Let's go.
Now, this company pays all the rent from all the shit I film. I punch my own clock. I make my own rules. Meanwhile,
Works at Whole Foods. Let's
even on
go.
the side, you know, right? Well, you know I'm good with music, right? That's a fact. I make thousands a month engineering on Pro Tools. Meanwhile,
Works at Whole Foods.
you ain't got no body, not one single body. And if you do, you gotta show proof. I don't know when this white boy gonna have time to go on the street like Will Ferrell in Old School.
Okay.
There's no time when
Real works at Whole Foods.
you graduated and you still can't get acclimated in this world. Cause all them student loans do, and you know
Let's
why
go.
else?
Real works at Whole Foods.
But off top, he can tell you something about mushrooms on the spot, like Toadstool.
Told you that spots. There's a mushroom.
Like Toadstool, and why is that?
Gabriel works at Whole Foods.
Hey, listen, I know this is so rude, but what's even more rude is somebody making fun of somebody in the beginning stages of being self-made. That's even more cruel, especially when
Gabriel works at Whole Foods.
what the fuck are you gonna do? They can't market that. You ain't got nothing organic to produce.
Organic. Let's go. Shout out Organic.
You organic, the produce. Out key in the fact you wish you had a buzz like mine, like drinking old dudes. Now, I ziplock sealed you. Maybe we can make somebody in hip hop feel you. Like Biggie said, you're nobody till somebody kills you.
I like that. I like that. They both had a game they played. That was dope.
Hey, shout out to Whole Foods, man.
Shout out to Whole Foods.
Most disrespectful rap battle league. Yo, you barely made it to Team Hami. I work at Whole Foods as a butcher. I'm about to break down a body.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
He's a good butcher.
Come on, man.
Go, man.
Let's go.
My bad.
Go.
Let's go.
That was good.
Turn up.
Lotta, I like to talk about people's ladies because it's simple and works. And yours was the best I've come across since we shut down the earth. So remind me who your boo thing. If I remember, she got a cute name, but it's slipping from me. Wait a minute. Is it Trisha Marie Carter? She gonna get this dickin' for free, Lotta. Respectfully.
Respectfully.
Respectfully. Especially because I heard she got a prestigious career, right, bro? If I heard her correct, she said she's a fucking life coach. You know what rhymes with life coach? Your wife's broke. Your wife's broke.
Okay.
Yo, who the fuck? Oh, it's gonna be a whole round, man. Yo, who the fuck asked for her guidance? This shit doesn't seem right. She gonna teach us how to live a wonderful life. She married you, Lotta. I don't know if I trust that advice. See, people seek out coaches when they read the Forbes list and want to act a type. They seek out your bitch when they want 5 bummy kids and a fat ass wife. She's a life coach? What qualifications could she possibly have? She don't even care about her kids' futures. Look at who she chose as the dad. If you act like that ain't the case, I ain't surprised you're lying, but there's a picture of Zay in her wallet that says, my first client. I am trying to understand what skill set she could possess besides always taking angled photos of her breast to hiding all the rest of that gelatinous massive mess, then tagging body positivity in a photo that got no body to detect. That's why I guess she drew on bad makeup because she a fat broad. She got the Mulan matchmaker in a That's why she drew on bad. Please. That's why she drew on bad.
Respectfully.
That's why she drew on bad makeup because she a fat broad. He got the Mulan matchmaker and a bitch with a dad bod. She out here rocking chola lips that are so low budget because she's classless and belong to the masses like socialists. That's how I know she only doing this for clout. How is she fit to judge the shape we in? She got her own figure to figure out. And
Okay.
See, I honestly hate her because I'm a psychology major and I could tell she only trying to fuck with the heads of her clients. She's trying to fuck with the heads. That's why any recommendation she making is probably average at best. Can you imagine, for real, if you were manic depressed, cutting checks for advice you could find in a meal at fucking Panda Express? What a shallow occupation. What an arrogant trade. She's even got a store selling shit for which only desperate persons would pay. I'm talking gemstones, crystals, mementos, symbols. Her clients try and set goals. In the end though, dismal. They don't. Crescendo. Her advice like a death note so she can take this L after their life dies. Morendo.
Okay. He's really taking jabs at his wife this round.
Let me guess though. I don't know what your lady age be, but if she's pushing rock to change your mood, I assume she an 80s baby. I say she a fraud, she a fake. What is self-absorbed aura to claim? If she's supposed to help you reach your full potential, why don't you try to explain how you were one of the greatest and you could have let your status remain if you followed her guidance, so either what she said didn't work, Lotta, or she didn't get paid. I say she a fake, she a fraud, thinking she God gift to man. How's this chick making 30K a year gonna help you manifest a chance at 100 100 grand. I say that insecure, poor taste, whores making decisions with your brand, living vicariously through you, Lotta, and she's making the same mistakes you made all over again. But this is the third round. So why don't we talk about a different bitch? Do you remember Zay battling C3? Let's press replay. She's a short and stocky lesbian, but I guess to him thought she could change. Why didn't you tell him about that third round and what it say? Don't be embarrassed, soldier. I thought you wanted to beat the pussy up, flip it over, be her Casanova, have more kids with her than the Figueroa. The whole round, the whole beginning of that round, Zay's describing how he'd hit that. Meanwhile, your wife's at home like, we never did that. He don't put it down that way. It's how I realized I could speak down on Zay. I hit your wife up for life advice. Like, hey, mama, I know you may not be into some Mono Blanco, but my dick game heaven sent, and I heard you like Palo Santo.
Palo Santo. I think that's the little sticks they use for like remedies or something.
Nobody think Lotta macho. Besides, I'm one of the first to state that I'm with the smoke like Colorado, so she gave it up.
First state with the smoke, Colorado.
Pronto, I roll and she need to get stretched out like I'm tossing raw dough. Whole time she's telling me what you did to C3, give to me. And I took long notes. And even though I think your soul partner is dumb as fuck as far as her job goes, it was the fruit of my labor. So I left a big nut in that big stomach, no avocado. Right now.
Big nut in the gut. Avocado's got that big nut in the middle.
We're almost done. Yo, everybody come on. Right now, Zay is like a fuck you bitch angle. How basic and fake. You think I tell lies on this stage? You see this pocket square, Lotta? Your lady said that I'll dapper with the Deshaun bitch. Maybe. Walmart. Deshaun bitch showed me.
Let's go.
Shout out Walmart, man. You be all right.
Shout out Walmart.
You see this pocket square, Lotta? Your lady said that I look dapper with it. Deshaun bitch showed me her clit, she had me in Tampa with it. I got her right with both hands, man, I'm ambidextrous. But don't worry, I wasn't actually tempted. I only hit her up to see if he was a man she respected. And I got an answer that'll put you in jeopardy, so I'll ask for the question, what is this? You know? Your bitch's panties, you guessed it! I know you recognize this form! I thought, yo, look at this.
Why are they so big though?
Yo, I know you recognize this form! I thought you'd be happy to see him!
Oh,
Here
that's
you go,
just
you
huge.
chubby pup. You gotta fight your back for this evening! Time!
Alright, so let's get into the breakdown. Yeah, Lotta Zay, battling Dvos, I think that was definitely a good opportunity for Dvos, man, to battle someone like Lotta Zay. He has like I said earlier, he has a big resume. He's been in the game for a minute, man. Battled a lot of people, a lot of crazy opportunities for the guy too. But yeah, to get some shine to Dvos like that, that's dope too. And Dvos, for him to really take the opportunity that he has to come through and really do what he, do exactly what he came to do. What he did, actually, he did really good from performance to his bars. The first round, we could talk about that real quick. Lotta Zay was kind of short. I don't think he had any bars that was really punching like that. Again, like I said, I think he cut it off a little bit early. Then you had Dvos, man, and he just went in the first round. About to beat you clear as sail. Lately you bring two verses to float on like Modest did. That was fire. That Modest bar. Just look up the lyrics for a Modest float on. There's literally two verses, and he's saying that he was weak. He only brings about 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, he never goes for a body. Is pretty much what he's saying. Lotta Zay doesn't put enough effort to try to get a body. He only puts 2 good rounds in. That was dope. The small things like that Dvos was doing between his first and his second. The Equinox bar was dope. The Cyberpunk thing was there. I thought that was hilarious. I told him earlier too, minus 10 points for the pasta salad bar. You know what I'm saying? You can't insult pasta salad, man. You can't do that. Yeah, the second round, Zay definitely stepped it up. He picked it up for me in the second. He was consistent with his punches. He was really back-to-back punches. I don't think anything was really directed towards Dvos, not like his third. Lotta Zay's third round had a lot of more punches directed toward Dvos, but then in the second round, Dvos, I think he took off again, man. calling him out, saying you lost in the KOT tournaments. Uh, what do you say? You can't keep him alive. What is it? It doesn't make sense if he can't keep this stream conscious. You're snapping his fingers like he's in a coma or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And what's the point of keeping him alive if he can't keep the stream conscious? You know, keep the streamers awake because he's losing in the polls and stuff like that. That was dope, man. And the whole what you could have been, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Giving someone who's basic versus someone who's uh expert, an expert in that field, what you could have been, the level 1 to the level 10 type of shit. That was dope, man. I like what he did there. And he really rocked the room, man. I think he had the room going crazy with that. There was just a lot going on. The bingo and craps bars, and you don't want to die by dice and spears. That was dope. Um, and then we gotta get into the third. The third, I think, by far is the strongest round Lotta Zay had. So that can easily give it a 2-1. I don't even see it debatable either way. I can't see anyone saying uh Lotta Zay got the first. The second is not much room for a debatable neither because Dvos really, he once he played that game, you know what I'm saying, the what you could have been shit, that was fire. Then all the bars I was in between the whole second round too. But anyways, the third round, um Zay definitely took off with that Whole Foods thing. He had the TV shows. I counted like 13. There might have been 14 references. I picked one up while I was listening to it. The Wonder Years bar. And I think I picked up one more while I was just listening to it now. But yeah, man, that was a dope scheme he had. The whole Foods thing was amazing. But like I said, a lot of bars he had wasn't directly towards Dvos. But yeah, that's it. Dvos had the whole angle he was going at, just always picking on his wife in the third. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. I think he had a few strong ones in there, but definitely bringing out the panties was funny. I don't think it won that many points there, but it was funny, it was entertaining. Like I said, I had to get dapper too, man. I had to put some bar breakdown scarf on. You know what I'm saying? Got to get the shades. I had to get dapper with the guy, but this is a long breakdown. You know what I'm saying? You guys really had me writing for a while. Like I had to almost 2 pages full, but yeah, simply 2-1, Dvos the first and the second. Lotta clearly got that third, I feel like. But yeah, y'all already know what it is, man. Izzy with bar breakdown. Y'all see this if I get it. Oh, we got it right this time. All the links on the side, man. Follow me on everything. Every click counts. You know what I'm saying? Let's grow.